Welcome into Marketology for Monday, May 21st, alongside Dave Mason from Bet Online. I'm Drew Martin. We're going to be doing a little recap of this weekend's betting action from the offshore market, from the other side of the counter with Dave. Also, a look ahead at the sports betting calendar for this week. But without further ado, let's bring him in. Dave Mason, follow him on Twitter at Dave Mason BOL. Dave, welcome in. How you doing today, buddy?
Hey, Drew, great to be here. All good, man. A good Monday. We're working hard. It's a good weekend.
Yeah, it was a good weekend for Bet Online. Profitable for you guys?
Yeah, our baseball was good. NBA, yeah, we lost a little bit, but the NBA playoffs have been really good, so no complaints there. But Saturday was pretty much a break-even game. Last night we lost, but nothing too bad. But like I said, NBA has been really, really strong for us during the playoffs. NHL Saturday was really good, and yesterday was good too. I mean, the bettors have been betting the Golden Knights throughout the playoffs, but last night they were on the other side. It's recreational bettors. Whenever a team's their backs up against the wall, they take that side. So last night that wasn't a good one for them. The house needed Vegas, and they came through for us.
Yeah, for sure, man. And we got some guys coming into the live chat right now. Giovanni, what's up, man? And feel free to ask any questions on the live chat, guys, on YouTube right now. Any questions for Dave or myself, anything to do with sports betting or life as a bookmaker, maybe. See if we can get some information out of Dave. But Dave, you're talking about this past weekend. What about the horse race? How'd that go for you guys?
Action was great. Yeah, whenever I have a big horse like Justify, I mean, people start piling in. So, um, we won in both the race book, and you you manage it two different ways. You have odds in the sports book, and then you have odds in the race book as well. Day of, in the sports book, it was decent. The race book was good too. But like I said, the action was great. And the big story there is, Justify wins the first two legs, which is so big for the sports books because that just, I mean, that makes the Belmont that much more important. I mean, when you have a horse that has won the first two legs, you know, the Belmont's as big, if not bigger, than the Kentucky Derby. Whereas if it didn't want, if you had two different horses, I mean, the Belmont's kind of ho hum for the recreational guys, and we'll probably get twice as much action with a horse of the Triple Crown threat going into the Belmont than a non-Triple Crown threat. So that's just so big for the house. I mean, you're talking about people reactivations coming back, people signing up. It'll be a huge day for us in less than 3 weeks.
That's interesting to use for next year with the second race. Like you said, it's almost like you should bet on who horse racing wants to win. It's kind of like the NBA playoffs. If they need a game seven, bet on that team that needs to win, Dave?
Yeah, go for it, man. Bet
For
on whoever you want. Just bet with us.
Yeah, for sure. That's Bet Online, and one thing I love about Bet Online, Dave, is the college football openers. And I saw that you have some college football stuff out for this upcoming year. Have you taken any considerable action on any teams, season over wins or week one lines at all?
Uh, um, Overall, over under wins. Yeah, I mean they're betting the over. It's crazy. You look at all the action and over. But Bama over 10.5, Florida over 7.5, Clemson over 10.5, Michigan State over 7.5, Michigan over 8.5. The only under that is taking significant action is Tennessee under 6.5. So we all know about Tennessee last season, and that's still fresh in the bettor's mind. So they're not too optimistic on Tennessee's upcoming season. As far as college football week one, yeah, we opened the lines today. You don't get a lot of action right away. I mean, you get more of the sharper action. The public's not really piling in a few months ahead of the games, but sharper, more educated bettors are piling in early day one, getting that extra value because a lot of these spreads are going to move a few points. Like Florida Atlantic was a popular bet at plus 23. That's now plus 21 versus Oklahoma. Some sharps are on that. UNLV was a popular play. That was like plus 31.5. They're now plus 27 against USC. So those are a couple of the more popular bets. But yeah, those odds are open. We set them open for a nickel limit. But we have that rebet functionality where you can bet another nickel in 61 seconds or after an odds move, whichever comes first, and you keep doing that over and over again. So And if a nickel isn't enough for you, well, and within 61 seconds, you can bet $1,000, and within 20, you know,
120 seconds. Yeah.
120 seconds, yeah, you're betting 1,500, so on and so forth. So that's our rebet function. I know the book has that.
And yeah, I like that functionality as well. And Dave, when you say like FAU went from 23 to 21 against Oklahoma, would that just be, I guess, 4 bets where you would go from 23 and then a $500 bet, and then you'd go to 22 and a half, and then another $500 bet go to
Now
22?
we move these fast, man. These openers, because there's no one really else to compare them with this early on. So we move hard on these. I mean, they were moving a point. They were moving a point plus juice. So they were hard moves. When you put these openers up, man, and even during the season, when those college football openers hit up, you're not screwing around too much with half points, man. If someone you respect is hitting it, you move hard.
Yeah, no, that makes sense, and it's cool that you guys are out so early with them, because I know that there's obviously it's very hard to do to put out numbers this early. So hats off to you in your book there, Dave. Hey, we got a question here, and guys, feel free to chime in on the live chat, and also if you're liking the content, please give us the thumbs up, the like button here. Giovanni, what's up? Little comment there. We also have, Dave, a question from Tomar here. Why don't books like BetOnline pay season win total bets before the season ends? If the team wins and they pay the bets in the markets like the divisional futures markets before the end of the season. And the only thing I can think of with college football win totals is if there's a cancellation in the game, that usually cancels the bet. So then each side would get out of it. So that's one reason. But is there another reason why you wouldn't pay out a season under win total or a division future ticket before the actual end of the season to put the money back in your client's hands?
Yeah, no, you struck on it. You made a good point there. That's something I kind of bug the guys on the stage sometimes. But no, it's just policy. I mean, but you said it right. If there's a cancellation late in the season or something, never happens. But if it does happen, you have that term and condition on the site where it would be no action. But no, that's a good question, and it's just something I think the guys just wait till the end of the season just to make sure all the games are official and everything's 100% official.
Yeah, no, that makes sense because there is a lot that can go on. Crypto, what's up in the live chat? I guess we can hit on MLB a little bit, Dave. What are you noticing this year in MLB as far as what bettors are doing or what you guys are doing with numbers as compared to maybe years past?
Nothing really.
Okay.
I mean, it's we book really good action in MLB. We have those dime lines that go up to about minus 185. So, but anything really different? What we're doing or what bettors are doing? Not really. They're betting the favorites, and we're doing our thing. The numbers are good. It's one of our most popular sports. No, action is really good in MLB. We're satisfied with that.
Okay, and what the Braves have been profitable for bettors, and does that affect how you price them going forward? So, if their average price point is maybe plus 120, how quickly would that go to maybe the minuses, minus 105, minus 110, when you're pricing profitable teams like the Braves?
Right. I mean, you don't handle it too much differently, to tell you the truth. I mean, you put the number up and see what the sharps are betting, pretty much. And the sharps are on Braves tonight, by the way. So they took them at plus 14, I think, or plus 12. I forget. They're down to minus 102. Public's also on the Braves tonight, so we'll be Philly fans tonight.
Okay, so BetOnline rooting for the Phillies. What else you want to hit on, David? Can we talk a little niche sports here? CFL? Are you taking any futures action in the CFL?
A little bit, man. We take action on everything. So, but it's nothing compared to the NFL and NCAA, of course. But no, that's a good. It's going to be interesting with this Johnny Manziel stuff. It's going to be interesting to see more action comes in this year on CFL. It's a tertiary sport. We do have a good Canadian base, so we got some Canadians betting the sport, which is good. But as far as the action though, I mean, Johnny Manziel really didn't trigger too much betting action, especially on his new home, Hamilton. They're like the fourth. They got, I think, the fourth most bets in the futures. Calgary Stampedes, they're the favorites. They're getting the most action. Then Winnipeg Blue Bombers and Edmonton Eskimos, and then way down is the next Hamilton Tiger Cats. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But we also opened some props today on Johnny Manziel, just when he's going to start week 1 and how many games he starts, and of course if he's going to be on the team for the whole season. So. But no, it's going to be interesting. Hope he makes it up there, because that's going to be will be really interesting to monitor, see if that kind of triggers more action to CFL, because we know he's going to be all over ESPN, the news, and everything, on Twitter, everywhere. So it's going to see what kind of relation that is to the betting.
Yeah, and Dave, I'm interested in your personal take. I mean, how do you think he'll do in the CFL? You think he'll actually be a above average quarterback, I guess, compared to all the other quarterbacks, or do you think he could be the best player in the whole league?
Yeah, I think we'll see. We'll see how he keeps his nose clean and then stays focused and everything. And why not? I mean, he has the talent. I think his game is geared for something like the CFL. I think he'd do some good things up there.
Yeah, I do too. I mean, he has the talent to do it. It's just if his headspace can do it and he can practice and everything. Hey, Dave, I was actually going through Bet Online thinking of questions to ask you. And when you go into these like props and like other sports kind of tabs, I see you got like cricket, you got a whole bunch of other stuff. Do you guys take a lot of action on like, I even saw handball. I mean, what country is that even in? Like, do you guys take action on these kinds of things?
Yeah, we do. I mean, we take action from, all around the world. Our main action comes from North America, US and Canada, of course. But no, we're taking a lot of European action. We take a lot of sharp action too. It's like whenever you get these European accounts, it's a lot of sharp accounts, because they're getting booted from all these European books, that boot so fast. And they're like, okay, I'll go over to Bet Online. They'll set their action. And so, you're not taking a lot of rugby action or handball action or cricket action, but you're taking a lot of sharp action. But you throw it up there because some bettors in the States want it. Cricket, we have a lot of people from India and living in the States, and they bet the hell out of it, and they love to bet, man. They're good bettors. So you put cricket up there and they bet the hell out of it.
Yeah, you got to take care of your client base there. The Indians like to bet. We got Teddy, Paco, Charles in the live chat. Paco asking, royal wedding action handle, please. Did you guys actually take bets on the royal wedding?
Of course we did, man. Who didn't? Of course we did. One of them, yeah, no, we did all right on that. People were betting that. I'm not really sure what our results were. I really didn't pay attention to it, to tell you the truth. I kind of tuned out after we put the props up. I kind of tuned out. But no, we had the big one was who's gonna walk her down the aisle, and we won on that one. That was the big one. That was the one that was getting the most action, because that was the most controversy. It was up to the week. Her dad was going into heart surgery. He says he was going to do it, then he says he couldn't because he had heart surgery, and there's all sorts of controversy. So something buzzworthy like that got a lot of good action, and we won on that. People were betting she was going to walk down the aisle alone, and I think we only took one bet on Prince Charles, actually, and it's for $1. So no one bet that. Everybody's betting the mom or walk down alone. So that was a good one for us.
No, I like the question, Paco. That would have been a good one for Twitter, so we could have prepared, because I don't really have a follow-up question. I didn't watch it or anything. But Teddy B asking, are you getting a lot of action for the World Cup, Dave?
Yeah, early action, sure, absolutely. And that's going to pick up. Let's pick up another few weeks, but yeah, I mean it's coming in. Especially with Champions League this weekend. A lot of soccer bettors are on the site. We have a good soccer product, so yeah, it's coming in.
Okay, cool. We got Charles in Korea.
But sorry, just to cut you off there. I mean, it is unfortunate that U.S. isn't in. I mean, it's going to be nothing compared to 4 years ago. Like I said, 95% of our actions coming from North America. So, USA kind of choking there didn't make the sports books happy. So the action will be good because it's such a big event. It's during the slow months when there's not a whole heck of a lot else to bet on. But USA not being in it, definitely hurts us a bit. Plus the time difference too. I mean, 4 years ago it was in Brazil, so it was on the same time as the USA. What our viewers are watching the US, but now it's in Russia. I mean, some of those games are gonna be so early, so that might hurt a little bit. But the action will be good. It's just it'll probably not compare it to 4 years ago.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. I mean, the time difference is definitely going to hurt, and also, like you said, I can't believe FIFA actually left the U.S. out. I can't believe they didn't like tell the refs to let them in just to get more eyeballs on it. But hey, we also got Charles actually from Korea asking, Bet Online planning for this next year with the new court ruling in place, question mark. What does the future of your sports book look like a year from now? We kind of already answered that. Any follow-up to that though, Dave?
No, I mean it's business as usual. There's still so many unknowns. It's exciting times, no, without a doubt. There's definitely meetings being had, and what the heck's going to go on, but there's still so many unknowns. I mean, it's what states are going to have it, what's going to happen in those states. Is it going to be at racetracks only? Is it going to be at casinos? Is it going to be online? What states it's going to be in? I mean, there's still so many. There's still a lot of politicians to go over stuff and lawyers to get involved and everything. So it's business as usual here. We just keep moving forward and paying attention to what's going on, and there you go. I mean, it's going to put more eyeballs on gambling too. I mean, more TV stations are going to be talking about. Sports shows are going to be talking about the lines, etc. So it's going to be in more people's heads. So, you just keep moving forward, business as usual.
Yeah. Also, and the things I can think about that would make Bet Online attractive is you guys are first to market in multiple sports. I concentrate on college football and also college basketball, and so that's definitely an advantage to having a Bet Online account, being able to bet it right there on Sunday night when you come out with it. Also, Mark Lathrop.
Absolutely, absolutely. Sorry,
go
absolutely,
ahead.
and stuff like like I mentioned before, dime lines up to -185. I will bet a year's salary, not one book in the U.S. is going to have dime lines up to -185 in MLB or reduced juice NHL hockey or anything like that, or like you said, the earliest openers. So I mean, if you want value, that value is going to be still offshore. It's without a doubt.
Yeah, no, I agree with you, Dave. We also have a question from Mark Lathrop. Why do some books avoid MLB first 5 team totals? Question mark. Thin markets. Is that the reason, Dave?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
You really don't take too much action on them, to tell you the truth. That's what I mean. First 5 innings, the team total. Yeah, it's we pretty much get killed.
Okay. We got Andrew. You're asking, can I go over the Charles question, Drew? I thought I did. If not, just retype it into the live chat. Anything else here, guys? Andrew Curran saying, let's get some more likes, guys. Yeah, appreciate that, Andrew. If you guys could hit the like button, that would be awesome. We'd appreciate that. Let's see, one more question here. Actually, this is an interesting question business-wise, and you may not be able to answer that, and that's fine, Dave. Tomar asking, I wonder if some online books will consider merging with the bigger guys like Will Hill, Bet365, anything like that. I guess is merger acquisition a possibility with you guys?
I have no idea. Not at this point. Not at this point.
Okay, cool.
As long as they have a job, for me, I'm good. Or a nice, handsome payout, either or.
Yeah, no, for sure. That's a tough one to ask, even if you have.
Yeah, I mean, we're just so early in this whole process. There's a lot of things to be worked out here. Who the hell knows what's going to happen?
Yeah, for sure, Dave. Hey, a question I have off the top of my head: when you're coming out with college football openers on the Sunday before the Saturday games, how many different opinions are actually going into that number you're putting out?
Basically, we have 3 different consultants that send us numbers, and we kind of more or less average them out. If one's way off, we throw that out, throw it up, and let the bettors, let the piranhas feed into it and start moving, man. Start moving real fast. That's always like the most, what the guy who manages that always hits me up, and he always busting my balls about it. Like he just says, you ever see those videos of like a cow they put in the water and all these piranhas just come out of nowhere and they're feeding on that thing and it's just a piece of meat, a little piece of meat at the end, and that's pretty much how it is when we hang those college football openers. So yeah, that's how we do it. I mean, we have a few consultants and then we pretty much average it out, pretty much more or less. If somebody's way off, we throw that out and throw it up there and then start moving real quick.
And how do you go about finding these I guess, three opinions that you obviously take a lot of faith in putting out your number? Are they just old clients that have beat you in college football, or just three guys that I guess how did you find these three guys?
I don't even know, to tell you the truth. I mean, they've been here since I've been here pretty much, so I have no idea. There's guys that know this stuff and do a pretty good job, so.
Okay, cool, fair enough. I mean, that's a tough one there, but I think we got pretty much all the questions in. If anybody's got any last second ones, hurry up and put it in. But Dave, anything else you want to throw out before we shut this down?
No, I'm good, man. We got a good week coming up. We got NBA playoffs still going on. Got the reduced juice NHL playoffs. Stanley Cup going to start next weekend, and of course UEFA Champions League final on Saturday. And like you said, the Belmont in less than 3 weeks. That's going to be massive. We have a 7% horse rebate, so come on over here and get it.
All right, a lot going on there at Bet Online. I guess one last question here, Joseph Aquino. If you hung a CFB line on Sunday, so the Sunday before the next week's games, how much money in percentage does it take to move that number on a standard point versus movement on game day? Do you know that question, Dave? I can tell you this: if they put out a line at 17 and you max bet it, they or from my experience, Bet Online moves to 16.5 or 16 right away. Is that with everybody, Dave?
As long as it's coming from a respected account. I mean, if it's coming from a respected account, we'll move hard. Down on game day, it might be a little bit settled more. But yeah, it's gonna. That's what's moving those numbers is that sharp money, and there's more sharp money, maybe not total sharp money coming in on that Sunday, but more higher proportion of bets are sharper and more educated bets. The recreational guys really aren't paying attention. It's the sharps, even though the limits are lower, and not even the full-on sharps, but the guys that you respect, not the guys that really know what the heck they're doing. So we'll move hard off them the Sunday before.
All right, Dave. Well, hey, thanks for the time. A lot of great information, man. Learned a lot. Give Dave a follow on Twitter at Dave Mason BOL. Any closing words here, Dave?
No, man, we're good. Let's do it again soon.
All right. Appreciate the time, Dave. He's Dave Mason from Bet Online. I'm Drew Martin. Thanks for tuning in. See you next Monday.